Hey you, do you know how to edit text in Canva? If yes, please let me know.
Of course I know, let me show you, buddy. First of all, in Canva to add a text you can simply use the keyboard shortcut T. So just press T on your keyboard to add some text to your project. Just like that. Once you do have your text in your project, you can use these circles here in the corner to make the text bigger or smaller. Also, if you use these bar handles here on the left side or on the right side of the text, you can also manipulate the size of the text box and you can make text vertical like this. Next, whenever you left click on your text, this will select it, and then above the project you will see the text toolbar. If you would like to change the font of your text, you can do that right here. If you would like to adjust the font size on the other hand, then you will go over here. However, as I mentioned before, to change the font size in Canva, it's actually much easier to use these circular handles here on the edges. You can simply drag to make it smaller or bigger. That's actually much faster than having to go over here and then reduce or increase the text size like that. Next in line right here we have the text color, so when you click on that one, you can choose a new color for your text right there. And that's about it for the text color. Then we also have these very standard options right here. I'm not gonna go through each of these because all of these are very well known and you find it basically in any text editor. Now on the other hand, what is really interesting are text effects. So whenever your text is selected, if you go to effects here in the top toolbar, you can add text effects to your text. For example, you can add a drop shadow to your text, or you can use the lift feature. This feature is very useful if you have a strong background and you would like to make sure that your text on top really pops out and is still very much visible. Then we also have outline, which is yet another great way to make sure that your text stays visible at all times. So to use these kind of text effects right here, all you need to do is to click on them. And you will then get a few more options to adjust depending on the effect. For example, here for the outline effect, you can adjust the thickness of the outline and you can also adjust the color. So I don't really like this gray color for my outline, so I would just click on that and maybe change this to blue. These text effects really only start to become interesting once you have a background, as mentioned, because for example, let's consider this text right here. It looks horrible on this background and is barely visible. So the first thing I would do with this text is to actually click on it and then I would adjust the text color. So for that, in the top toolbar, I would click on text color and then I would change the color here maybe to white. Then I also don't like the font, so I will go to the top toolbar here again, and instead of Canva Sans, I'm going to search for a different font. Let me try out a couple. Actually, this one here is not even too bad, so let's stick with that one. Now maybe I would like to make the text a little bit bigger, something like that. And now let's go back to our text effects right here. Let's try the lift effect for a second maybe. So I will click on lift, and then I can increase the intensity right here. In this case, the effect here is very subtle, so for example when it is set to 0 and when it's set to 100, it's just a little bit more visible.
Not exactly the greatest example, right?
But for example, if I go to outline, this dramatically changes the look of the text and it will make it stick out more in front of a background. But here again, gray is not great for the outline color, so I just click on this color square right here and maybe choose something like orange. Yeah, that's already better, I guess. So as you can see, there are a lot of things that you can do with your text. Also, if you click on your text, in case you're doing a video or a slideshow, you can actually animate your text. To do so, in the top toolbar, select animate. And on the left side, then you have a lot of different text animations to choose from. One of my favorite text animations is typewriter. So let us check that one out real quick. It is right here, so I'll just click on it. And as you can see, our text now gets written out, therefore typewriter. You can then also adjust the speed for the typewriting. So let us have a look at it again. It's a little bit too fast for my liking, so here under speed I would reduce the speed. And maybe something like this works really well. It obviously all depends on your current project and purpose. And that's pretty much it as far as text effects go in Canva.
But how can I edit text in an image that I didn't create by myself in the first place? Any thoughts on that?
Well, buddy, that's actually a really good question. To know the answer to that, make sure to watch the next video on my channel. And also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe.